big men who can play inside and out, love to play in the transition. And we are underway at the Copper Box. And the Lions will get the first possession with Shavar Reynolds Jr. Right at the top. 8 to shoot. Reynolds Jr. slicing and dicing.
Well, you know, John, I think...
Right. Brown Jr. down Main Street, goes off the glass and bobbles it in. Here is Williams at the top. 6 to shoot for Reynolds Jr. Bit of a mismatch with Martin at the elbow, puts it in. Out Williams, a 3, that's long. And Carey Jr. the rebound. Good defense along the perimeter there. But there's a steal. Brown Jr. comes up with it and lays it up and in.
Well, John.
Here is Reynolds Jr. Reynolds Jr. who can get hot in a flash and puts it in from the free throw line.
Pull up, and if you allow him to pull up with separation, he's going to make a very high percentage of shots. Got to make him beat you. Try to make him beat you and play off the dribble.
Carey Jr. and Martin connecting again.
Tariq Phillip, veteran status now at 32, and he's having a great season.
Loving over Rye, and Mark Loving gets his first field goal.
They've just got to maintain, because this Lions roster are going to play hard.
Lucas Shunas burying a 3 at the wing. Phillip, 2:50 to play in the first period. Under the legs, and Price punches it home.
Don't you just love Tariq Phillip?
Again, like you said, Mark, rotations galore from the Lions. Here is Adamu from the wing, a 3.
I'm just a huge fan.
Scott sends the screen. Adamu spinning, twisting and turning and scoring.
Well, he'll be with Great Britain next week. They're going to love if he brings that type of game. He's been a part of that program for the last two or 3 years. Real assets.
The lefty, Evie, a 3. There's just around a second differential between shot and game clock to end the first. Scott inside, Scott and 1. Backing down, getting a bit open and putting it in. Carey Jr. was looking for the offensive foul.
It's just a great defender. Super move to finish though.
Solowade had a lane there, decided not to use it. Williams muscling his way inside.
This coming, what an addition he's going to be, defensively in particular, but how active is he around the ring?
Evie, a 3, the lefty buries it.
Big 3 from the Raiders.
We talk about Williams, of course, the only British player to win the Basketball Champions League with Telecom Baskets Bonn. Here is Adamu off balance. In the EuroLeague Adidas Next Generation tournament, which the Lions will be in this season as Brown Jr. connects from downtown.
Well, it should be no surprise. I mean, he led all Leicester scorers in the first game between these two teams on game day 1 of the SLB season.
And at the other end, Solowade connects. Really is. So you see the scoring for the Lions, and it's well spread. Brown Jr. from the top.
It's another open look.
Phillip dancing with it. Here is Scott. And Scott puts in the floater. Doing a number on him. Here is Rye putting it on the floor. And just going to check if that'll count. Who, of course, were a perfect 41-0 in their NBL season when he was in. Scott muscling his way inside. 1:13 to play in the half. Lucas Shunas to Phillip. Phillip dancing, Phillip shooting, Phillip scoring. Phillip. It's about a 6-second differential between shot and game clock. Phillip steps back and buries it. Of the first half, Battle launches and hits on the buzzer for the half. First 3-pointer for Raekwon Battle. Then the Lions, as we start the third quarter here at the Box That Rocks. Lucas Shunas a 3 right away.
Well, we said it before, him and Evie kept him in close enough to get back in this game.
Here is Carey. Carey attacking Williams. Williams swats it. Getting the screen, there's the switch to Rye. Battle over Rye. Battle puts it in. Bridging the second and third for Raekwon Battle. Here is Brown Jr. to Reynolds Jr. Williams, lovely pass to Rye in the corner. Drives, throws it down. Aaron Rye, well, Lions seemingly comfortable right now. Reynolds Jr. sees a gap and exploits it.
They're having fun, sharing the basketball, getting shots they want.
Carey Jr. at the other end, short, gets his own rebound and sticks it in. One of the leading teams in offensive boards. That was only their third offensive board compared to 7 for the Riders as Carey Jr. goes down Main Street.
But it's just not missing shots. I mean, Brown's only played 13 minutes for his 14 points. I mean, that's the sort of efficiency coaches love.
Rye puts it on the floor, high off the window, everything dropping for the Lions, inside and out. You say a good three-throw shoot. He's only taken 13 free throws this season in the championship. As Martin responds at the other end. Brown Jr. Brown Jr. puts it on the floor. Lucas Shunas wide open.
Well, I used the phrase, it's an offensive clinic.
Lions have certainly clamped on the brakes as Reynolds Jr. has it. A little bit of separation and puts it in. And Reynolds Jr. just having fun.
Well,
it's been a more improved spurt for the Riders. Just need to execute on the offense. Here is Evie to Menzies, back to Evie. Step back 2 is Money. Only Lions player to have not scored yet. Carey Jr. to the basket, blocked by Price. Here is Martin. Martin on the spin, doesn't get it to fall. Ball bobbles around. Martin again has it and puts it in at the second attempt.
Love the effort, John. Love the effort. He's just...
Brown Jr. to Rye. Here is Reynolds at the top. 10 to shoot. Williams to the basket. Except if you're a Riders fan watching at home, as Battle collects and he elevates and detonates.
Just got to run more screens away from the ball for him.
Lucas Shunas from no man's land. Brown Jr. Lovely, beautiful. Have gone 100% from the floor, and if you go to the players that have shot over 2 shots in this game, 3 of them have got 100% as Battle rattles in a 3. Boardman Lafayette puts it on the floor, attacks Adamu and floats one in. Yeah. And here is Boardman Lafayette, gives it up to Martin, and a collection there of Brown and Williams pin it. Only London's 14th miss of this game. A 3-pointer, corner pocket bucket for Boardman Lafayette. And a timeout called, and Adamu collects. And Adamu gets it stripped by Carey Jr. And a bit of a Euro step to the basket for Carey.
It's been a hard 10 points, isn't it?
However, he's battled just because the field goal percentage has been low. He's kept on plugging away as Brown Jr. sees some light and floats it in. Somehow finds a way. Martin, lots of time on the shot clock. Battle on the catch and shoot, buries a 3. And in a very small area, very much outside the big cities, as Martin punches it home. 7 to shoot for the Lions as we come up to 2 minutes to play in this one. Adamu puts on the speed and puts it in.
His first step.
The Lions have only missed 15 shots in this entire game. And Price with the flush.
Well, they're not going to miss any more, are they, from that when they're throwing it down?
Lucas Shunas, and that'll do it. A good night at the office for the London Lions, a clinic for the league leaders.